डिमेन्शिया किंवा यादीचे दुयेंस या दुयेंसाबद्दल माहिती पसरयता, जागृताय पसरयता आणि आयज आमी ह्या किंवा खातीर आयज आमचे मानेस जे आसा, आमचे कीनोट स्पीकर आसा, तशेंच जे आमचे फिल्म स्क्रीनिंग आसा, ह्या माध्यमांतल्यान डिमेन्शिया हे दुयेंस कितें, हातूंत कितें आसता, कशें आमी तेच्या बद्दल आमी घरांतल्या भितर कितें करूं शकता, हे सगळ्या बद्दल आमकां आयज कळटलें.
As one पळयता आमचो attendance is pretty full and a mix of youth, okay, and the productive age group of our society. So dementia हे फक्त यादीचे दुयेंस जावन ना, it affects the whole personality of a person. Imagine आमी भुरगेपणाच्यान शिकतात, we grow up and then we work and then at a certain age retire. आताच्या जगात to remain productive, to remain active even after 60 is a very important thing because day in day out as the years progress, आमचे वाढत्या वयाचे लोक आसा, our elderly population is increasing and they are becoming a prominent part of the society. And dementia जे आसा, हेतून यादीचे problems सुद्धा जाता, plus problems जशे की आपले डायरेक्शन चुकपाचे, लोकांचे नाव याद घेवपाक डिफिकल्ट जाता. ओके, इमॅजिन हाउ डिफिकल्ट जातले ते when you are conversing with someone, telling them I don't remember your name or even other things like the signatures. हे सगळे इश्यूज आसा, हेचे माहिती तुमकां टोटल आनी विस्तारान दितले. आता आमकां कितें जाणून घेवपाक जाय, डिमेन्शिया कितलो कॉमन आसा, कितल्या लोकांक जाता. सो तुमचे मुखार हांव थोडे फॅक्ट्स दवरता. ओके, facts म्हळ्यार इट्स अ व्हेरी हार्ड ट्रूथ. नाव अप्रॉक्सिमेटली जगान स्टॅटिस्टिक्सा प्रमाणे 5 करोड लोकांक हे दुयेंस आसा. 5 करोड. ऑल्सो दिस इज स्टॅटिस्टिक्स ऑफ 2020 and before. 20 वर्सां मागीर हो आंकडो डबल जावपाचो आसा. 15 करोड. So this is the kind of figures. इतले आमकां संख्या आमकां डिमेन्शिया ग्रस्त लोकांचे आमकां जाणून येतले फुडें. आनी घाबरपाची गजाल म्हणजे कितें, मॅक्सिमम ऑफ द केसीस डेव्हलपिंग नेशन्सान आनी प्रॉमिनंटली साऊथ ईस्ट एशिया आनी इंडियेन जावपाचे आसा. करंटली द फॅक्ट्स आनी फिगर्स जे आमकां आसा इंडिया बाबत, these are from certain studies. Okay, approximately 50 lakh लोकांक वो आजार इंडियन आसा, but ये statistics can be much higher बिकॉज आमचे इंडियेन थोडंसं वेगळे वेगळे तराचे सोशल पॉलिटिकल डिफरन्सीस आसता एथनीक डिफरन्सीस आसता लँग्वेज डिफरन्सीस आसता सो हेच्या कारणां खातीर आमकां ते दुयेंस एक्झॅक्टली आयडेंटिफाय करपाक केन्ना केन्ना डिफिकल्टी जाता सो हे 50 लाख आमी जेन्ना लोक म्हणटात अफेक्टेड आसता इट इज नॉट ओन्ली 50 लाख लोक 50 lakh families and beyond are affected by dementia. Okay, it is a huge number. आम्ही म्हणू शकता.
Water time. We can't forget those who have been with us, who have actually sometimes cradled us or cradled our friends and neighbors or relatives, and we can't just despise them and throw them when they need help. So first and foremost, I want to thank the COOJ Foundation and I think the Dementia Society of Goa for the tremendous work they are doing. Let me tell you one thing. It is not easy. This is not a kind of a medical treatment which you know that there is this kind of an illness or that kind of an illness and you can give a prescribed treatment. They will tell you how you have to examine each patient, study the history, the background, see the condition, and then treat each patient individually. And it's a very, very big task. It's very challenging. It's very easy to give it up, but they continue with their mission. I have to say they are gods and angels for us. If you know that there is always a debate whether psychology is the study of human behavior or psychology is the study of the mind. You know, Sigmund Freud came with the study of psychoanalysis. But I know that they say today it is the psychology, the study of human behavior. But I still feel you do study the mind when you study the human behavior. In the early days, I remember very vividly in the 1980s, I don't know doctors if you all heard of it. In Dubai there was a place from the church you go out that side and you go towards Raya. There was one place there which even went into the headlines of the newspapers. They would treat people with mental illness by claiming that he was possessed by the devil. And they would exorcise, and I heard terrible things there. And as children, in the 1980s, I was only 14 years of age. And so we would go cycling that side, and we should get scared to go there. We should turn back and go away. So, this kind of fear and this kind of lack of knowledge, and people taking advantage of the poor and those who could not really know what was happening. And it was surrendered as being the devil has possessed you, which was completely wrong. You never went to study what are the cause, what are the problems. I remember, and you all will also know, the elder generation will know, there was a very famous psychiatrist, Dr. Adelia Costa in Panjim. And she was a top psychiatrist. But if you went to Dr. Adelia, you were branded as not being sane. You were branded as insane. Then there was the mental hospital. And I don't know if many of you knew. Mental hospital was in Altin. Today it's in the poshest area of Panjim, where I think the State Election Commission office is housed. They were calling that money bomb at that time. It was far off, so that no one could come over there. It was you had to go like in the jungle or something. They slow way to go out. Because I lived a lot in Kampal there. And incidentally, Dr. Dubey, since you mentioned about your grandfather, let me say one thing. My family was connected with your grandfather, that my grandmother who lived in Kampal had mentioned this to me. And here you did something at that time. Yes.
Today, COOJ Foundation with the Director of Health Service with the District Hospital in Aldona PHC, they are organizing the World Alzheimer's Day, which is celebrated today. And Alzheimer's is a disease which is affecting a lot of people all over the world, and it is not peculiar to our place only. And it is an illness and disease which afflicts the elder generation, and it progresses year by year, by which the individual degenerates. So it's a very good program which they are having, with the keynote speaker right now, Dr. Amit speaking over there. And these are the old people who have once cared for us, and now they need to be cared for. They can't be forgotten or just dumped somewhere just because today they are facing certain problems. They are of no use to us today. So I think this is a welcome step. I've also said that you see the kind of psychological uh, psychological, what would I say, I'm not saying treatment, but we need a psychologist or a psychiatrist in an institution, whether it's a school or in a workplace, because these are the people who will be able to speak to the students or to the employees and work out for them, so that the students or employees or other people can always be stress free. And these stress related matters generally bring about most of the mental illnesses or the mental conditions in people. And therefore, I think the time has come to be proactive and help the people, and thus help ourselves. Because you don't know when one of our own will be afflicted by such kind of a condition.
नमस्कार. आज 21 सप्टेंबर जागतिक अल्झायमर्स डिजीजाबद्दल आमी आयच्या दिसाक विसरपाचे दुयेंस किंवा स्मरणशक्तीचे दुयेंस, जाका आमी डिमेन्शिया म्हणटा, हाजे विशीं लोकांक आमी हाजे विशीं एज्युकेट करपाचो प्रयत्न करता. हे दुयेंस 60च्या पिरायेचेर सुरू जाता, केन्ना केन्नाय बेगीन जाता, आनी तें दुयेंस जर बेगीन जालें जाल्यार ताका आमी अल्झायमर्स दुयेंस अशें म्हणटा. नॉर्मल जाणटेपणांतले विसरप आनी डिमेन्शिया ह्या दुयेंसांतून फरक आसा. डिमेन्शियाच्या दुयेंसान मेंदवान मदीं अशे थोड्योश्यो गोश्टी आढळ्ळ्या जेणे करून तें दुयेंस अशें सिद्ध जाता. आनी ह्या दुयेंसाचेर अजून पर्यंत वखद येवना. वखद कित्याक येवना की यादीचें जें मशीन आसा ताका सक्षमता दिवपाक मनशाचे ब्रेनाचेर अशे तरेन रिसर्च करचो पडटलो, पूण तो सद्या जिवीत मनशान संभव ना. म्हणटकीच जे मेडिसीन आमचे कडेन आसा तें जर तर आमी वापरतले जाल्यार डिमेन्शिया खूब पयलीं आमच्या नदरेन येवपाक जाय. आनी डिमेन्शिया जर तर खूब पयलीं नदरेन येवपाक जाय जाल्यार ताजे विशीं जाणविकाय सगळ्यांक आसपाक जाय, जावं धाकट्यांक, जावं भुरग्यांक, जावं मदल्या वयाचेर, जावं जाणट्यांक. सो होच उद्देश असो आमचो आसा की हे 21 सप्टेंबरचो दीस घेवन आमी डिमेन्शिया विशीं सगळ्यांक हे संदेश दिता. डिमेन्शिया म्हणल्यार कितें समजायता, आनी डिमेन्शियाचो जो ट्रिटमेंट आसा तो मनशाचो ट्रिटमेंट. म्हणजे हांव सदांच म्हणटा की रिमेंबरींग दोज हू हॅव फॉरगॉटन. ज्या मनशांनी आमचें संगोपन करून आमकां ल्हानाची व्हडली केली, ती केन्ना केन्ना दुयेंसा खातीर आपुणूच ल्हान जातात. आपुणूच बाळबुद्देक पावलो रे तूं, बाबा तूं बाळबुद्देक पावलो रे, अशें आमकां आमच्या बापायक आवयक म्हणचें पडटा. कित्याक विसर पडून पडून तांकां सगळें तांच्या कामाची विसर पडटा. ज्या कामाचे विसर, तांचें नॉर्मल जें काम आसता, न्हांवप, धुवप, खावप, जेवप, न्हिदप, हाचेर असो परिणाम पडटा की हाचेर गुळयो दिल्यार सुद्दां इफेक्ट जायना. कित्याक जो मेंदू आसा तो मेंदूच बारीक जाता. म्हणटकीच हाचेर जाणविकाय निर्माण करूंक जाय, हाचेर शिक्षण करूंक जाय, आनी जे मनीस त्या मनशाक सांबाळ करपाची गरज पडटा, दोळ्यान तेल घालून सांबाळ करपाची गरज पडटा. केन्ना केन्ना मनीस उठून नाच जाता, शेणटा खंयच्या खंय, आपल्या घरान शेणटा, आपलें घर सोदता. खंयचें घर जें थंय भुरगेपणान ताका यादी आसा पळय तें घर. आयच्या ताच्या ह्या विश्व घरान ताका यादी ना, भुरगेपणांची यादी उरना, सुना नातरांची यादी उरना. स्वताचे बायलेक तो वेगळे नदरेन पळयता की ही कोण बाबा आपल्या तोंडान कितें तरी घालता. तो थुकता, तो दुकळटा, ताका राग येता, तो घुसपट्टा, तो खंयच्या खंय आपले गोश्टी करता. हाका हें जें दुयेंस आसा हें आयडेंटिफाय करून हाजेर आमचे कडेन येवन सल्लो घेवन ताजेर काम करपाची गरज आसा. आनी त्याच मायेन करपाची गरज आसा ज्या मायेन आमकां ल्हानाची व्हड ताणी केल्ली आसता. तुमी ही जाणविकाय करची आनी आमकां सहभागी करून, आमकां हेल्प करून जाणविकाय तुमी घेवची आणि आमच्या जाणट्यांक सांबाळचें.
How serious is this issue?
व्हेरी सिरियस बिकॉज इफ यू सी सगळ्यान व्हडलो प्रॉब्लेम जावपाचें आहा भारताचें पॉप्युलेशन जें आसा तें भारताचें पॉप्युलेशन यंग पॉप्युलेशन आसा. एकदम असो काळ येतलो की सगळेंच पॉप्युलेशन जाणटे जातलें. जेन्ना जाणटे जातले तांकां सांबाळ करपी भुरगे उरतले काय खंय वतले हो प्रश्न आसा. आज हो प्रश्नाचो दिसता अमेरिकेक हांगा थंय तांचे कडेन पयसो आसा, आमचे कडेन तितलो पयसो ना. तांणी घरां बांदल्या, डिमेन्शिया सोसायटीज आसा तांच्या आपआपल्या सोसायटीन जाणट्यांक पळोवपाक डिमेन्शिया घरां बांदल्या. अजून पर्यंत आमचे कडेन नॉर्मल मेंटल दुयेंसां सांबाळपाची शक्ती अजून पर्यंत येवंक ना, कारण आमचे कडेन लोक ना, आमचे कडेन शिक्षीत मनीस ना. ह्या कारणा खातीर आमी शिकवण फुडें घालपाचे प्रयत्न करता. कित्याक हें शिक्षण जर तर आमी फुडें दिना जाल्यार लोक निर्माण जायना, आनी लोक निर्माण जायना जाल्यार सांबाळ निर्माण जावचो ना. सो हें आतां जर तर एक 50 लाख लोक सद्याच्या परिस्थितीन आसा जाल्यार ते 5 कोटी जावपाक आनी एक 5 वर्सां आसा, आनी मागीर ते डबल जायत वतले. म्हणून आज आमी आतां तयारी केली जाल्यार आमी 10 वर्सांनी ही गरज पुरी करूंक पावतले. म्हणून हो सिरियस इश्यू आसा.
Today is World Alzheimer's Day, 21st September, and the theme is No Dementia, No Alzheimer's. The reason why we want to start with a theme like this is without knowing about what is Alzheimer's disease, we will not be able to take the next step. So we want to raise awareness about Alzheimer's disease. In our research that we have done in the state of Goa itself, we realized that dementia is a big problem because Goa is an aging population. But the problem is almost 90% of the families of people with dementia did not know that their loved one had this disease. So dementia is looked upon as normal aging, and this is what we want to tell people: dementia is not normal aging. This is a disease like any other disease, and you need to come forward to take help. Do not say that okay, this is a mental problem Zala, and keep that person aside. Stigma is a big barrier. We need to overcome stigma. We need to break these barriers of stigma. Come forward for treatment. There is no cure for Alzheimer's disease or these irreversible dementias, but there is help available. Medication is available. We can improve the quality of life of people with dementia. In the state of Goa itself, we had done research to find out what are the best practices for people with dementia. Dementia जाल्ल्या मनशाक आमी कशे तरेन तांचो केअर घेवंक जाता. केअर गिवर जो आसा, जो केअर गिवर तांची देखभाल करता पळय, तांचो केअर कशें करूंक जाता तसलो रिसर्च आमी गोंयांतूच केल्लो. अँड दीस रिसर्च हॅड वन इंटरनॅशनल प्रायझीस. इन फॅक्ट इट्स बीन देअर एज पार्ट ऑफ द WHO program as well on how we take care of people with dementia using locally available resources that are available to us, people from the community, and this is very cost effective. The key people in the care of people with dementia are not the doctors, they're not the psychiatrists, they're not the neurologists, not the nurses, but are the family caregivers. The family members are the ones who are looking after people with dementia, but they can only look after people with dementia if they know how to take care of people with dementia, if they know how to address the activities of daily living, if they know how to deal with the behavioral problems, and they know how to give love and affection to the person with dementia. This is the key message that we want to give on World Alzheimer's Day. It's not a message to be depressed about. It's a message of hope that after the diagnosis of dementia, life does not end. It's just a new path, just as any other disease. But you need to learn on how to take this new path and how to walk this new path. To do that, no dementia and no Alzheimer's disease.
Hi everyone, my name is Dale Rodrigues and I am the coordinator of the COOJ Geriatric and Dementia Care Program. COOJ Mental Health Foundation began in the year 2000 with the aim of bridging the gap between the need and services. We have 4 different projects working in 4 different areas. One is the psychosocial rehabilitation program. We have the suicide prevention program. We have the COOJ Geriatric and Dementia Care Program, and we also have community-based programs. So the COOJ Geriatric and Dementia Care Program began in the year 2014, and here we can see that there are so many senior citizens and there is very few services to actually assist them. The number of services that we have is only clubbed to old age homes as well as just visiting a general practitioner or a doctor. There is no other care and management for other problems. So hence we decided to begin with working with senior citizens at old age homes, wherein we would have a whole month project of so basically we would work with senior citizens at old age home and provide them with these necessary rehabilitation programs. However, eventually we started our senior therapy center, and that's where we found the need to assess and then find the best treatment plan for the same. And as we understand, and today is Alzheimer's Awareness Day, we realize that there are two forms of treatment. One is the medical and one is the psychosocial treatment. And through the medical, we can only look at behavior and psychological symptoms. But however, managing behavior and other symptoms, other things around it requires no medication, and there's no treatment for that. And hence, we require psychosocial treatment for the same. So we use because this is a huge problem, we need to create awareness, and that's why we have various programs for the public to understand what Alzheimer's is all about and to understand about this problem, and hence finding ways to make this world a dementia friendly place. Yes.
So what is this program all about today?
So today the program is basically to create awareness about Alzheimer's, knowing that it is one of the leading causes of it is one of the leading causes of death, and also one of the leading causes of old age psychiatric problems. So hence we are here to create awareness about it, and knowing and making people aware that there is help, there are solutions. We can still manage it to help to also prevent. As you grow older, that's something that you cannot prevent. But having a very healthy lifestyle and keeping in mind the different risk factors, you can prevent from getting Alzheimer's.